humming with a cold, dry flow. Rust on a railing from years ago. My breath hits harder in a pale light glow. I move real slow with what I know. Came home late with my hoodie down. Street lights buzzing like a dying lamp. Why does the truth show up when it's dark? Why does regret hit sharp like a spark? Dropped my keys near the second stair. Didn't bother picking, just sat right there. Phone in my pocket kept buzzing twice. Didn't check, I couldn't take advice. Neighbors' footsteps dragged above my head. Someone yelling something they never said. Memory fragment was on this same step. Laughing at nothing we tried to accept. The stairwell, 3 a.m. truth showing who I am.
Stairwell, 3 a.m. truth showing who I am. Turning every secret into part of the plan. Heartbeat pacing like you're stuck in sand. I'm holding on, here I stand. Cold walls echo where my fears expand. Changing every moment with a quiet hand. Night keeps teaching what I understand. I'm finding strength on this land.
Look, I heard the fridge jump through the open door. Left it cracked from an hour before. Can't keep track of the days I drift. Losing myself in the smallest shift. Saw your note stuck to the TV frame. 4 small words that still burn the same. Call me when possible, but I never did. Guess healing's harder when you're still a kid. Tried texting back, deleted twice. Truth hits colder when the night ain't nice. Walk to the window with a shaky hand. City lights blur like wet quicksand. A symbolic shift, breath grows. Storms reform. Future loosening from an old worn arm. And in the stairwell's frozen air, I finally said the things I couldn't share. In stairwell, 3 a.m. truth shaping who I'll be.
Stairwell, 3 a.m. truth showing who I am. Turning every secret into part of the plan. Heartbeat pacing like it's stuck in sand. I'm holding on, here I stand. Cold walls echo where my fears expand. Changing every moment with a quiet hand. Night keeps teaching what I understand. I'm finding strength on this land. Look, dim hum down the hall. Soft tone as I fall. Healing through it all. 3 a.m. truths answer the call.
Street glow resting on the window screen. Cold air folding in a shade of green. My breath flows quiet in a fragile scene. I feel unseen, but still serene. Yeah, the room feels colder than the night outside. Hoodie on tight just to slow the tide. Why does the quiet hit harder when the lights go low? Why do the parts I forget still grow? Cup on the table with the rim turned brown. Left it there yesterday before I shut down. Memory flickers like a film stuck twice. Old rooftop summers and warm street lights. Phone screen dim with a missed call sign. Didn't pick up, just stare like it wasn't mine. Shadows leaning where my thoughts confess. Blue noise humming in my chest. Blue noise in my chest keeping me still. Turning every flaw into something real. Heartbeat drifting where the night stands chill. I'm holding on against my will. Blue noise in my chest keeping me still. Turning every flaw into something real. Heartbeat drifting where the night stands chill. I talk to the ceiling when I can't stay calm, tracing old names on my open palm. Street hum rises like a subtle cue, pulling old fears into something new. Drop my pen and watch this slide. Didn't reach down, just let it hide. Strange how silence shows what's pressed, like echoes living in my chest. I wanna forget, but the truth won't rest. I wanna move on, but I second guess. Still the night shapes what I can't express, and turns the noise into something less. Soft tone, fading slow. Cold breeze, gentle glow. Breathing, letting go. Blue noise, moving low. Hidden corridor lights bleeding through the dark, cold air rising like a timid spark. My thoughts in quiet in the muted arc. I trace the mark of where I'm stuck. Yeah, left the hallway lamp on low last night. Didn't want shadows pulling me too tight. Why does the quiet make everything real? Why does the truth sting more than I feel? Notebook open by the edge of the chair, half a verse written I can barely bear. Caught my reflection in the silver frame, looked like someone I couldn't name. Door cracked open with the hinges worn. Room still carries what I've outgrown. Memory fragment, us at the window blind, sharing secrets only we could find. Hidden corridors guiding what I know. Hidden corridor lights guiding what I know, turning fading moments into something slow. Heartbeats drifting in a fragile glow. I'm holding on, even though night paints truths only silence shows, changing every wound to a softer flow. Steps feel lighter with these shadows glow. I'm finding calm down below. Look, I keep habits from the times I felt, old routines built like a quiet cell. Can I undo all the weight I kept? Can I forgive what I overslept? Phone screen dim with a missed call trace, someone reaching from a distant place. Truth is colder in a narrow room, like a faint light trapped in the gloom. Symbolic shift, air grows warm, fears are formed, future bending from the inner storm. And in those flickers down the hidden hall, I learned the strength left after a fall. Hidden corridor light shaping who I'll be. Soft ebb and flow, cold glow, moving slow. Breathing, letting go. Corridor lights guide me home. Midnight stains on the window gleam, cold air cutting through a broken dream. My thoughts fall quiet in a muted stream. I chase the theme unseen. Left my jacket thrown on the side of the bed. Too many voices running through my head. Why do the fears feel loud when I'm still? Why does the night bend under my will? Phone face down on the desk on cold. Unread text that I never unfold. Saw your name fade in the dim screen light. Didn't open, not tonight. Mirror reflecting all the nights I lost. Memories layer with a hidden cost. Memory fragment, you at the stair, half asleep. Whispering truths we swore to keep. Midnight stains guiding where I go. Midnight stains guiding where I go. Turning quiet heartbeats into something songs. Cold wind numbing in the muted glow. I'm holding on, even so. Night keeps shaping what I barely show. Changing every scar to a gentle flow. Footsteps echo in a steady road. I'm finding calm as I grow. Look, I keep tokens from days I try to mend. Letters I've written I'll never send. Can I forgive what the past became? Can I step up from the quiet shame? Street lamp flickers through the window cracks, casting shadows on my faded tracks. Truth hits heavy when the room's this still, like a breath trap right before the chill. Symbolic shift, air grows warm, storms reform. Future rising through a softer form. And in the hush of that midnight haze, I learned to move through my own ways. A midnight stain shaping who I'll be. So letting go, cold glow, steady slow, breathing ebb and flow. Letting go, cold glow, steady slow, breathing ebb and flow. Help me grow. Notes on my pillowcase, written in the hay. Cold moon flickering through half-closed shade. My breath sits heavy in the quiet May. I drift for days in sideways ways. Left a cup on the floor by the edge of the rug. Still warm enough from the hands I hug. Why do the smallest things pull me apart? Why do old habits still guard my heart? Phone turned off for the second night. Didn't want answer, didn't wanna fight. Scroll through photos from last July. Didn't say a word, just let me cry. Notebook photo with a page bent down. Lines too honest for me to sound. Memory framing you touching my sleeve, telling me stay when you plan to leave. Notes on my pillowcase showing how I feel. Notes on my pillowcase showing how I feel. Turning quiet breakdowns into something real. Heartbeats trembling in a slow reveal. I'm holding on, trying to heal. Night keeps shaping what I can't conceal. Changing every wound in a softer teal. Silence teaching what the days don't deal. I'm breathing slow until I heal. Look, I keep letters from days I barely survived. Words too heavy to say while alive. Can I forget the things I didn't say? Can I move on from the parts that stay? Land flickers learning my tangled sheets. Room still humming when moan defeats. Truth comes easy when the world is still. Like a soft egg pressing where it will. Symbolic shift, air turns warm, storm grows warm. Future rising past what I deform. And as the ink dries slow on the pillow side, I trace the me I used to hide. anchor illusion. Notes on my pillowcase shaping who I'll be. Notes on my pillowcase shaping who I'll be. Soft home drifting, slow down, roofing disclose, breathing, letting go. Pillow no, help me grow. Soft home drifting, slow down, roofing disclose, breathing, letting go. Pillow no, help me grow. Street lights drowning in the evening rain. Soft tone humming through a quiet pain. Cold breath fogging up the window pane. I call your name, but it's not the same. Yeah, I left my jacket on the passenger seat. Spent the night driving with a half-formed beat. Why do the songs hit harder alone? Why does the silence feel carved in stone? Old voice message on my cracked phone screen. You said call back, I know what you mean. But truth hits heavy when you're worn and tired, and some goodbyes come undesired. Wipers dragging through the tear street glass. Thoughts run wild in the miles I pass. Memory fragment, your hair in the glow. Laughing soft while the nights ran slow. I keep replaying how your voice would sound, lifting me up when I fell to the ground. Can I erase all the things I regret? Can I forgive what I can't forget? Hands on the wheel while the world blurs thin. Old songs pulling where I've been in. Healing takes time in the quiet unknown. Learning to stand when you're on your own. Symbolic shit. Breath grows warm, pain transforms, future forming through a gentle storm. And for a second the night felt kind, like pieces of peace finally aligned. Afterglow, take control. Street lights bending through a midnight haze. Westbound silence in the roads I trace. Cold air drifting where the thoughts erase. I face the space I used to chase. Yeah. Engine humming like a muted drum. Seatbelt twisted from the nights I'm numb. Why does the quiet press harder at night? Why do the stars feel further from sight? Hands on the wheel with a restless grip. Old songs rising from a faded chip. Saw your message flash across my phone. Swiped it away, I'm better alone. Palm trees leaning in a frozen sway. Echoes of footsteps from a younger day. Memory fragment, you in my hoodie tight. Laughing soft in the dashboard light. Westbound silence tracing what I feel. Westbound silence tracing what I feel. Turning worn out moments into something real. Heartbeat drifting in a slow reveal. I'm holding on, hard to heal. Night breeze folding every raw ordeal. Changing all the pressure into something still. Road keeps teaching what the lights conceal. I'm finding calm, will by will. Look, I've crossed streets when my doubts ran wide. Dragging old ghosts by the passenger's side. Can I release what I used to hold? Can I grow past stories I never told? Air vents humming in a steady line. Chill settling on a fragile spine. Truth hits hardest when the world is slow. Quiet reveals what the noise won't show. Symbolic shift, lights turn warm. Pain deforms, future forming in a calmer storm. And for a breath I felt the night forgive. As if the road taught me how to live. Favorite evolution, westbound silence shaping who I'll be. Soft glow, drifting slow, warm undertow. Breathing in, letting go. Westbound silence help me grow. Soft glow, drifting slow, warm undertow. Breathing in, letting go. Let's console, help me grow. Window frost drawing lines on the glass. Cold room humming as the hours pass. Breath feels heavy than it used to last. I face my past through a broken mask, yeah. Left my hoodie thrown on the hardwood floor. Late night air creeping under the door. Why do the quiet nights feel so loud? Why does my heart get lost in the crowd? Cup half finished from an hour ago. Hands still shaking from a thought I know. Saw your name flash on an old cracked screen. Didn't reply, not sure what it mean. Fridge hum mixes with a distant car. Reminds me of nights when things went far. Memory fragment, you in my coat. Laughing at secrets you never wrote. Window frost, I retracing what I keep. Window frost, I retracing what I keep. Turning frozen moments into something deep. Heart moves quiet where the shadows creep. I'm holding on, losing sleep. Cold breath rising in a fragile sweep. Changing every wound into something steep. Night grows heavy when the echoes weep. I'm finding calm, piece by piece. Look, I keep receipts from nights I tried to numb. Moments I ran from who I'd become. Can I forgive the version I was last year? Can I stop running from the things I fear? Notebook laying by the folded sheets. Words half written when my truth repeats. Thought about calling but the voice won't rise. Healing takes longer when you cut the lies. Symbolic shift, breath turns warm. Calm takes form. Pain unwinds from a familiar storm. And for a second I feel something clear like revolution. Window frost diary shaping who I keep. Window frost diary tracing what I keep. Turning frozen moments into something deep. Heart moves quiet where the shadows creep. I'm holding on, losing sleep. Cold breath rising in a fragile sweep. Changing every wound into something steep. Night grows heavy when the echoes weep. I'm finding calm, peace by beat. Cold hallway echoes sliding through the night. Dim light trembling on the floor just right. Breath feels heavy when I'm losing sight. I chase what's tight beneath the fight. Yeah. Left my shoes halfway by the front door, man. Didn't even notice where I dropped them at. Why does my mind run wild when it's late? Why do old fears still decide my fate? Cold cups sitting by the window ledge. Phone on silent near the mattress edge. Saw your name fade in the missed call light. I stared too long, didn't call tonight. Notebook open with a page half torn. Lines written sloppy from a night worn. Memory fragment, we on the stairs past two. Talking about dreams we swore were true. Cold echoes tracing where I've been. Cold hallway echoes tracing where I've been. Turning quiet breakdowns into something within. Heartbeat shifting like a whisper. Then I'm holding on skin. Night keeps painting what I can't pin. Changing faded moments to a softer spin. Shadows teaching what the days won't win. I'm finding calm deep in the den. Look, I've left dishes stacked from the days I cracked. Told myself lies just to stay intact. Can I forgive what I broke last year? Can I stop hiding from the things I fear? Jacket still hanging where you left your hand. Smells like smoke from a one-night stand. Funny how sins bring truth too fast. Like replay buttons from a darker past. Symbolic shift, breath turns warm. Storms reform, future rising in a fragile form. For a moment in the cold damn air, I felt myself learning how to repair. Oh, echo, shaping who I'll be. Ooh, soft hum, letting go. Dim room, gentle glow. Healing, moving slow. Hallway echoes, let me grow. Swirling through my chest. City on trembling like it won't rest, yeah. Cold air brushing where the feels compress. I move confess under the stress. Street pole speeding in the neon brake. Lost in the glow when my thoughts cascade. Why do the dreams feel loud when they fade? Why does the quiet hit sharp like a blade? Stood by the curb where the trains run deep, watching my breath flow slow when I breathe. Saw your name flicker on a cracked display. Didn't reply. Too far away. Parking lot shimmering with oil street line. Footsteps echo from old confined times. Memory fragment. You in my jacket loose, laughing soft with no excuse. Midnight, vertigo, no guiding how I move. Midnight, vertigo, guiding how I move. Turning faded moments into something smooth. Heartbeat, drifting in a distant groove. I'm holding on, trying to prove. Skyline, trembling with a silent shove. Changing every shadow to a shape I love. Night keeps teaching what the stars approve. I'm floating still above. I've walked alleys where the light bends slow. Concrete breathing with a subtle glow. Can I outrun things I never faced? Can I rebuild what the years misplaced? Old hoodie soaking up the midnight rain. Stitch by stitch holding on to pain. Truth feels strange when the roads align. Like echoes caught in a different timeline. Symbolic shift, lights turn warm. Fears to form, future humming through a gentle storm. And in that moment under muted sky, I felt the weight learning to fly. Midnight revolution, midnight vertigo, shaping who I'll be. Midnight revolution, midnight vertigo, shaping who I'll be. Soft drift, letting go, warm pull, subtle. Take control. Street lights drowning in the evening rain. Soft tone numbing through a quiet pain. Cold breath fogging up the window pane. I call your name, but it's not the same. I left my jacket on the passenger seat. Spent the night driving with a half-formed beat. Why do the songs hit harder alone? Why does the silence feel carved in stone? Old voice message on my cracked phone screen. You said call back, I knew what you mean. But truth hits heavy when you're worn and tired, and some goodbyes come undesired. Vipers dragging through the tear street glass. Thoughts run wild in the miles I pass. Memory fragment, your hair in the glow. Laughing soft while the nights ran slow. Afterglow remains shaping what I feel. Turning broken moments into something real. Heartbeat drifting in a slow reveal. I'm holding on, trying to heal. Cold wind whisper what I can't conceal. Changing faded scars into something still. Night keeps showing what the days won't deal. I'm finding strength, inch by I keep replaying how your voice would sound, lifting me up when I fell to the ground. Can I erase all the things I regret? Can I forgive what I can't forget? Hands on the wheel while the world blurs thin. Old songs transforms, future forming through a gentle storm. And for a second the night felt kinda like pieces of peace finally aligned. Afterglow remains, gotta know I'll be. Afterglow remains, gotta know I'll be. Afterglow remains, slow moving, slow warm pull, gentle glow, breathe in, let it go. Afterglow, take control. Street light bending through a midnight haze. Westbound silence in the roads I trace. Cold air drifting where the thoughts erase. I face the space I used to chase. Engine humming like a muted drum. Seatbelt twisted from the nights I'm numb. Why does a quiet press harder at night? Why do the stars feel further from sight? Hands on the wheel with a restless grip. Old songs rising from a faded chip. Saw your message flash across my phone. Swiped it away, I'm better alone.
Palm trees leaning in a frozen sway. Echoes of footsteps from a younger day. Memory fragment, you in my hoodie tight. Laughing soft in the dashboard light.
Westbound silence tracing what I feel.
Yeah. Westbound silence tracing what I feel. Turning one-hour moments into something real. Heartbeat drifting in a slow reveal. I'm holding on, hard to heal. Night breeze folding every raw deal. Changing all the pressure into something still. Road keeps teaching what the lights conceal. I'm finding calm, wheel by wheel.
Look, across streets where my doubts ran wide. Dragging old ghosts by the passenger side. Can I release what I used to hold? Can I grow past stories I never told? Air vents humming in a steady line. Chill settling on a fragile spine. Truth hits hardest when the world is slow. Quiet reveals what the noise won't show. Symbolic shift, lights turn warm. Pain deforms, future forming in a calm storm. And for a breath I felt the night forgive. As if the road taught me how to live. Evolution, westbound silence, shaping who I'll be.
Soft glow, drifting slow, warm undertow, breathing, letting go. Westbound silence, help me grow.
Window frost drawing lines on the glass. Cold room humming as the hours pass. Breath feels heavier than it used to last. I face my past through a broken man. Yeah. Left my hoodie thrown on the hardwood floor. Late night air creeping under the door. Why do the quiet nights feel so loud? Why does my heart get lost in the crowd? Cup half finished from an hour ago. Hands still shaking from a thought I know. Saw your name flash on an old cracked screen. Didn't reply, not sure what it means. Rich on mixes with a distant car. Reminds me of nights when things weren't far. Memory fragment, you in my coat. Laughing at secrets you never wrote. Window frost diary, tracing what I keep. Window frost diary, tracing what I keep. Turning frozen moments into something deep. Heart moves quiet where the shadows creep. I'm holding on, losing sleep. Cold breath rising in a fragile sweep. Changing every wound into something steep. Night grows heavy when the echoes sweep. I'm finding calm piece by piece. 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 I keep receipts from nights I try to numb. Moments I ran from who I become. Can I forgive the version I was last year? Can I stop running from the things I fear? Notebook laying by the folded sheets. Words half written when my truth repeats. Thought about calling but the voice won't rise. Healing takes longer when you cut the lies. Symbolic shift, breath turns warm. Calm takes form, pain unwinds from a familiar storm. And for a second I felt something clear, like who I'll be. Stepping in. Window frost diary, shaping who I'll be. Window frost diary, shaping who I'll be. Window frost diary, shaping who I'll be. Dim tone, drifting slow. Soft air, gentle flow. Breathing, letting go. Frosted diary, let me grow.
Cold hallway, echo sliding through the night. Dim light trembling on the floor just right. Breath feels heavy when I'm losing sight. I chase what's tight beneath the fight, yeah. Left my shoes halfway by the front door mat. Didn't even notice where I dropped them at. Why does my mind run wild when it's late? Why do old fears still decide my fate? Cold cup sitting by the window ledge. Phone on silent near the mattress edge. Saw your name fade in the missed call light. I stared too long, didn't call tonight. Notebook open with a page half torn. Lines written sloppy from a night worn. Memory fragment, we on the stairs past two. Talking about dreams we swore were true.
Cold hallway, echoes tracing where I've been. Cold hallway, echoes tracing where I've been. Cold hallway, echoes tracing where I've been. Turning quiet breakdowns into shifting like a whisper. Then I'm holding skin on skin. Night keeps painting what I can't pin. Changing fading moments to a softer spin. Shadows teaching what the days won't win. I'm finding calm deep in the din.
Look, I've left dishes stacked from the days I cracked. Told myself lies just to stay intact. Can I forgive what I broke last year? Can I stop hiding from the things I fear? Jacket still hanging where you left your hand. Smells like smoke from a one-night stand. Funny how sense bring truth too fast. Like replay buttons from a darker past. Symbolic shit, breath turns warm. Storms reform, future rising in a fragile form. For a moment in the golden air, I felt myself learning how to repair.
Cold hallway, echo shaping who I'll be. Cold hallway, echo shaping who I'll be. Cold hallway, echo shaping who I'll be. Getting bright, and the sun when we go.
Soft hum, letting go.
Midnight vertigo swirling through my chest. City trembling like it won't rest. Cold air brushing where the fears compress. I move confess under the stress. Yeah. Street pulse beating in a neon break. Lost in the glow and my thoughts cascade. Why do the dreams feel loud when they fade? Why does the quiet hit sharp like a blade? Stood by the curb where the trains run deep. Watching my breath flow slow and I breathe. Saw your name flicker on a cracked display. Didn't reply. Too far away. Parking lot shimmering with all street lights. Footsteps echo from old confined times. Memory fragment. You in my jacket loop. Laughing soft with no excuse. Midnight vertigo guiding how I move. Midnight vertigo guiding how I move. Turning fading moments into something smooth. Heartbeat drifting in a distant groove. I'm holding on, trying to prove. Skyline trembling with a silent shove. Changing every shadow to a shape I love. What the stars approve, I'm floating still above. I've walked alleys where the light been slow. Concrete breathing with a subtle glow. Can I outrun things I never faced? Can I rebuild what the years misplaced? Old hoodie soaking up the midnight rain. Stitch by stitch holding on to pain. True feels strange when the roads align. Like echoes caught in a different timeline. Symbolic shift, lights turn warm. Fears deform, future humming through a gentle storm. And in that moment under muted sky, I felt the way learning to fly. Midnight vertigo shaping who I'll be. Midnight vertigo guiding how I move. Turning fading moments into something smooth. Heartbeat drifting in a distant grooves. I'm holding on, trying to prove. Skyline trembling with a silent shove. Changing every shadow to a shape I love. Night keeps
teaching what the stars approve. I'm floating still. About you, but a glow, warm pulse, subtle glow. Evolution, vertigo, take control.
Stairwell humming with a cold draft flow. Rust on the railing from years ago. My breath is hotter in the pale light glow. I move real slow, what I know. Yeah. Came home late with my hoodie down. Street lights buzzing like a dying lamp. Why does the truth show up when it's dark? Why does regret hit sharp like a spark? Drop my keys near the second step. Didn't bother picking, just sat right there. Phone in my pocket kept buzzing twice. Didn't check, I couldn't take advice. Neighbors' footsteps drag above my head. Someone yelling something they never said. Memory fragment, us on the same step. Laughing at nothing we try to accept. Stairwell 3 a.m. Truth showing who I am. Stairwell 3 a.m. Truth showing who I am. Turning every secret into part of the plan. Heartbeat pacing like it's stuck in sand. I'm holding on, here I stand. Cold walls echo where my fears expand. Changing every moment with a quiet hand. Night keeps teaching what I understand. I'm finding strength under strength. Look, I heard the fridge hum through the open door. Left a crack from an hour before. Can't keep track of the days I drift. Losing myself in the smallest shit. So you know stuck to the TV frame. 4 small words that still burn the same. Call me when possible, but I never did. Yeah, guess healing's harder when you're still a kid. Tried touching back, deleted twice. Truth hits colder when the night ain't nice. Walk to the window with a shaky hand. City lights blur like wet quicksand. Symbolic shit, breath grows warm. Storms reform, future loosening from an old one norm. And in that stairwell's frozen air, I finally said the things I couldn't share. A revolution. Stairwell 3 a.m. Truth shaping who I'll be. Down the hall, soft tone as I fall, healing through it all. 3 a.m. Truth, answer the call. Street glow resting on the window screen. Cold air folding in a shade of green. My breath flows quiet in a fragile scene. I feel unseen, but still serene. Yeah, the room feels colder than the night outside. Hoodie on tight, just to slow the tide. Why does the quiet hit harder when the lights go low? Why do the parts I forget still grow? Cup on the table with the rim turned brown. Left it there yesterday before I shut down. Memory flickers like a film stuck twice. Old rooftops, summers in warm street lights. Phone screen dim with a missed call sign. Didn't pick up, just stare like it was in mine. Shadows leaning where my thoughts confess. It's blue noise humming in my chest.
Blue
into something new. Drop my pen and watch this slide. Didn't reach down, just let it hide. Strange how silence shows what's pressed, like echoes living in my chest. I wanna forget, but the truth won't rest. I wanna move on, but I second guess. Still the night shapes what I can't express, and turns the noise into something less.
Soft tone, fading slow, cold breeze, gentle glow. Breathing, letting go, blue noise moving low.
Hidden corridor lights bleeding through the dark. Cold air rising like a timid spark. My thoughts sink quiet in a muted art. I trace a mark of where I'm stuck, yeah. Left the hallway lamp on low last night. Didn't want shadows pulling me too tight. Why does it quiet make everything real? Why does the truth sting more than I feel? Notebook open by the edge of the chair. Half a verse written I can barely bear. Call my reflection in a silver frame. Look like someone I couldn't name. Door cracked open with the hinges worn. Room still carries what I've outgrown. Memory fragment as a window blind. Sharing secrets only we could find. Hidden corridor lights guiding what I know. Turning fading moments into something slow. Heartbeats drifting in a fragile glow. I'm holding on, even though night paints truths only silence shows. Changing every wound to a softer flow. Steps feel lighter with these shadows glow. I'm finding calm down below. I keep habits from the times I felt, or routines but like a quiet cell. Can I undo all the weight I kept? Can I forget what I overslept? Yeah. Phone screen dim with a missed call trace. Someone reaching from a distant place. Truth hits colder in a narrow room, like a faint light trapped in the gloom. Symbolic shift, air grows warm. Fears deform, future bending from the inner storm. And in those flickers down the hidden hall, I learned the strength left after a fall. Ooh, life a resolution. Ooh, hidden corridor lights shaping who I'll be. Corridor lights shaping who I'll be. Corridor lights shaping who I'll be. Soft hum, ebb and flow. Cold glow, moving slow. Breathing, letting go. Corridor lights guide me home.
Midnight stains on a window gleam, cold air cutting through a broken dream. My thoughts fall quiet in a muted stream. I chase the theme unseen. Yeah, got my jacket thrown on the side of the bed. Too many voices running through my head. Why do the fears feel loud when I'm still? Why does the night bend under my will? Phone face down on the desk on cold. Unread text that I never unfold. Saw your name fade in the dim screen light. Didn't open, not tonight. Mirror reflecting all the nights I lost. Memories layered with a hidden cost. Memory fragment, you at the stair, half asleep, whispering truths we swore to keep. Midnight stains cutting where I go. Oh. 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 Midnight stains guiding where I go, turning quiet heartbeats into something slow. Cold wind humming in a muted glow. I'm holding on even so. Night keeps shaping what I barely show, changing every scar to a gentle flow. Footsteps echo in a steady row. I'm finding calm as I grow. Look, I keep tokens from days I tried to mend. Letters half written I'll never send. Can I forgive what the past became? Can I step out from the quiet shame? Street lamp flickers through the window crack, casting shadows on my faded track. Truth hits heavy when the room's this still, like a breath trap right before the chill. Symbolic shift, air grows warm, storms reform, future rising through a softer form. And in the hush of that midnight haze, I learned to move through my own way. Ain't that evolution, midnight stains shaping who I'll be. Midnight stains shaping who I'll be. Midnight stains shaping who I'll be. Soft home, letting go. Cold glow, steady slow, breathing, ebb and flow. Midnight stain, help me grow. Notes on my pillowcase written in the haze. Cold moon flickering through half-closed shades. My breath is heavy in the quiet maze. I drift for days, in sideways, ways up. Left a cup on the floor by the edge of the rug, still warm enough from the hands I hug. Why do the smallest things pull me apart? Why do old habits still guard my heart? Phone turned off for the second night. Didn't want to answer, didn't want to fight. Scroll through photos from last July. Didn't say a word, just let me cry. Oh, 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 oh. Notebook folded with a page bent down. Lines too honest for me to sound. Memory fragment, you touching my sleeve, telling me stay when you plan to leave. Notes on my pillowcase showing how I feel. Notes on my pillowcase showing how I feel. Turning quiet breakdowns into something real. Heartbeats trembling in a slow reveal. I'm holding on, I'm trying to heal. Night keeps shaping what I can't conceal, changing every wound into softer teal. Silence teaching what the days don't deal. I'm breathing slow until I heal. I keep letters from days I barely survived. Words too heavy to say while alive. Can I forgive the things I didn't say?
Can I move on from the parts that stay? Lamp flickers, alone in my tangled sheets. Room still, humming with my own defeats. True comes easier when the world is still. Like a soft eight, pressing where it will. Symbolic shift, air turns warm, storm grows form. Future rising past what I deform. And as the ink dries slow on the pillow side, I trace the me I used to hide. Notes on my pillowcase, shaping who I'll be. Soft hum, hum, drifting